Hello and welcome back to another installment of Pokefodder, where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. In today's video, I'm going to go over 5 features that I would like to see Ludia add to Jurassic World Alive. Plus, I'm going to let you know about a little shadow update that happened sometime over last weekend. Before we get into today's video, let's I've got some alliance rewards that I have not recovered from over the weekend. We got level 10, so we're going to get, I haven't even looked. This is going to be as much a surprise. It's probably more of a surprise to me than it is to you. So we have Velociraptor, we have Tanicolagris, so this looks to be like speed or cunning or raptors, one of those three. Charlie, Delta, and Blue. Okay. God, considering how long Blue has been in the game and how long I've been playing, to only have 10,000 Blue is basically none. And then if I go on to the defense, never mind. We have Phorusrhacus, we have Dracorex, Gentoo, we have Tujengasaurus. I can't tell a theme here in any way, shape, or form. We have Giraffa Titan, and our epic is Diplodocus, which gives me a lot of Diplodocus. They are spoon feeding us Diplodocus, which is nice. I mean, it does make Gemini Titan. I am running Gemini Titan. Now, for the feature that was added to the game, and it's nothing that's going to improve gameplay. It's purely cosmetic, but I think it's really nice. Is if you go up to your player rank, which is in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice my badge. It says 2018. It looks really good. I started playing in 2018, ironically enough, but that's not everything, because if you go to edit your badge, you will notice in my case, I have 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. I'm not sure why they're not lined up in order. I would have thought that they would go 2021, 2020, anyways, but depending on when you started playing, and then as long as you've played at any point within that particular year, you have a new badge to kind of signify us OGs. And I am an OG to this game, so I'm going to be rocking the 2018 badge for a little while anyways, until I find something that I like better. Probably never going to run 2020, because that's of all the years, that's a forgettable year. The badge is there in case you started playing last year. So now let's talk about the 5 things that I would like to see. I don't know if they're improved or changed. I'm going to go ahead and say added to Jurassic World Live. And the first one is going to be a chat feature in raids. Now, if we go into a raid, and I'm just going to create this raid. I'm not going to battle this thing. There's no chance of me knocking it out. But if I say let's fight, I know Owen, and I have teammates in here. In the current system, the most that I can do is tap on these little 3 buttons, and I have target boss, target minion, so close, let's nullify. I mean, you see the presets. There's 9 of them. I don't know that I've ever used those. In fact, everybody I know just goes onto Discord or WhatsApp or something, some chatting service, and you just communicate that way. We can do chats in a raid now, right? Just make it a little keyboard, let us be able to type whatever it is we need to type, and I don't feel like that would be that big of a deal in order to add it, as my poor Erlico Gamma is going to survive, so we're going to cheer that on. But let me get out of this raid, because that is the first thing that I would like to see them add to Jurassic World Alive. And while I'm talking about raids, another thing that I think they could do is, if you go and look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 different raid bosses on my screen, and I have exactly 1, 2, with an outside chance of maybe 3 being within my circle at any given time, and it doesn't even look like it. It looks like out of 12, I have 2. They're within my circle. I get why we have the range for darting something. But for raid bosses, how about if they're on your screen, you can engage a raid boss. That way you can cut out the number of raid bosses that are on my screen. And honestly, having 12 on my screen does me no good if only 2 are in my circle. So that would be a feature that I would like to see improved upon for Jurassic World Alive, is just the ability to, if a raid boss is on your screen, you can engage it to do a raid, and then you can you can probably cut them in thirds. You cut them in half, the number of raid bosses that you have spawned across your maps. And yeah, I think that would be a nice and welcomed improvement. The next thing that I would like to see added or improved upon in Jurassic World Alive is, well, it's friendly battles. But more than that, this isn't one of them, but I would actually like my friendly battles to work. I'm at maybe a 33% success rate when trying to do a friendly battle. It's actually to the point where I don't even bother to do friendly battles because it works so few times, and it's so much of a hassle between restarting and then turning off your phone and coordinating with the other person. What team are you bringing? Did you get this great? Like all of that. And it's a terrible user experience, quite honestly, to do friendly battles. And I think that friendly battles can be extremely useful when trying out for tournament teams, when trying out different builds and everything. So what I would like to see is, yes, I would like to see friendlies working better. And this isn't something that is new. Since I beta tested raid battles, like they didn't even work for me in the beta, and they've never worked consistently since. So I don't know what the disconnect is there, but I would like to see that change. But I would also like to be able to do friendlies where I can set a creature to any level with any boost build that I like. That'll give me the opportunity to go in here and say, you know what? I think that I want to level up my Spinacon. How does Spinacon do against other creatures? And then we can actually, like, head-to-head battle them out, whether it be for the upcoming tournament where it's already set to level 26 and no booster added, but maybe I'm thinking about adding this to my team and I want to know, how does it do against XYZ creatures? It would just add a lot more versatility. This would come in really handy for advantage tournaments where you could kind of build things out before actually committing to them. And then whenever you come out of the friendly battle, then everything goes back to however you have it in game. The fourth change I would like to see made in Jurassic World Alive has to do with spawns. If I go around, I can actually see quite a few spawns. There's one there, which is, what is this, Anki Gen 2. That's a Tuesday spawn. If I go over here, I have Scolosaurus. That is a hybrid pursuit spawn. And, you know, I have, what is that, 3, 4, 5. You know, we'll just ballpark it and say, we'll say I have 10 spawns visible on my screen. But here's the thing. I have spawn points on this road, and you can't really see it, going from halfway on my screen to the left, basically cutting my screen in half here. There are like 3 local spawn points on that road. And if I bend it around this way, there's probably 2 more on there. So there's probably between 4. Yeah, there's probably 4 on that street. I never know what spawns there unless my GPS just drifts me over right on top of the spawn point. Do you know how many compy could have been spawning over the past month that I never knew about? Because, like, honestly, I'm not going to walk out and up and down my street every 5 minutes to see what's spawned there. What I would like to see changed is, if not everything, that spawns within, say, 75 meters. So I think our blue circle here, I think, is a 30 meter. So maybe 50 meters or 75 meters. I prefer 75. I would compromise at a 50. But if everything that spawned within that radius showed up on the screen, and if you don't want to do that, show me the good stuff. If there's an epic that spawns within 75 meters of where you are, show it on the map. Do you know how much more I would go out and hunt if I knew, hey, you know what, over this direction, 74 meters away is an epic. I'm going to start walking that direction. And while I'm walking that direction, if, say, I'm in a local 4 and then a Compy's Gen 2 spawns, you know, another 50 meters away, well, I'm going to continue walking. I'm going to get a lot more out of my hunting experience if I know more of what's around, because right now there's nothing on my screen that makes me go, you know what, that's the end of this video. We're stopping at 4, not 5, because I'm going to go dart that. Now, if I saw a Compies Gen 2, or a Compies, because I'm in local 1, if I saw a Compies spawning within like 75, I would say, all right, you're getting shorted 1 because one of them got answered and we're good to go. And while I'm on the topic of Compies and local spawns, my number 5 thing is give us a local, give us local sense. Like, I know if we go to the shop, I know that you can purchase a rare scent or an epic scent, and I've gone over spawn mechanics for these, but can I just tell you how unmotivating and demoralizing it is? I've had 3 epic scents that I've run over the past less than 24 hours. I'm in local 1. 3 epic scents. They're going to guarantee me at least 1 epic spawn. Do you know how many Compy have spawned off of my 3 scents? None. Not a single one. So, like, what's my motivation? What is the point of me going out to find a local where there's a creature that I need to build up my strike team or improve my strike team or unlock a specific creature because it's a new creature and I want to have it for my collection, and I get there and I run 3 scent capsules that should be attracting those creatures or improve my odds of seeing those creatures, and none spawn from it. But, like, I'm in no hurry to buy an epic scent, to even work to try to get one. And even when I get up to 1,000 hard cash, I'd probably rather just have 2 25-pack of boosts instead of the scent, because at least with the boost, I know what I'm getting. With the scent capsule, I don't need any more Concavenator. I don't need any more I mean, I do need T-Rex, but I don't want any more T-Rex. I can find that all the time. So if you're going to keep these rare scent capsules and have globals spawn at either the same spawn rate or higher than the locals, then there's really no point in me going out to a specific local and looking for something, because I have just as good a chance as finding it whenever, whatever, you know? So if we're going to do that, give me a local scent. Give me something that's only going to spawn local ones. That's because, right, like, I can find globals everywhere. I can't find local 4s anywhere but local 4. So if I'm going to take the time to go find, first I'll have to find where a local 4 is. And then when I'm there, I have to find somewhere to walk around or ride a scooter or whatever. I want my time's more valuable than running a scent capsule and getting stuff that I basically could have gotten in any local. So give me a local scent capsule where only that local is going to spawn. So there you have it, the 5 changes that I would like to see implemented in Jurassic World Alive. I feel like we are building a lot of momentum. The last 2 updates have been really strong, really solid, and I like the direction we're going. There will always be things that you can do to improve the game, and for me personally, these are 5 quality of life improvements that I think would go a long way in making this an even more enjoyable game. But those are just my opinions. Let me know down in the comments below, what would you like to see changed? Because I'm sure I've forgotten some, and I've got others written down that I'm just not going to go into, because 6 or 8 is not a nice round number like 5 is. If you liked today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and that's all I have for this one. So until next time.